Just because you have it within your means to help people, that doesn't mean you should. Some people might be dealing with the consequences of their behavior, and you might sacrifice and help them. And what if they don't change? What if they go back to doing whatever they were doing before? When you help people, you have to count the cost, not just financially, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Because what if it costs you your peace? And if it costs you your peace, the price is too high. What if it cost you your life? What if it cost you your family? You might sacrifice and go out of your way to help someone and not focus on what you have in your own household and lose what you have trying to help other people, trying to save other people, when not even Christ himself can save everyone. Because we have free will and everyone has to choose, and you have to choose to live. When I was going through the loss of my father, I grieved really hard. And then just when I thought that was bad, I lost my youngest brother tragically. It was on the news and everything. Then after that, I lost my oldest sister. And because I had so much loss, I was trying so hard to save people because I could not handle the idea of losing someone else. But when I was doing all of that, trying to help other people, trying to save other people, I was losing myself. My life was falling apart. And I had to make a decision to live because these people are not here. If you are here and you still have breath in your body, you have to choose life. You can't save everybody. When you are a very selfless person, you're going to do whatever it takes to save people. And not everybody you can help. You have to use discernment about even who to help, because some people are suffering the consequences because of things that they put themselves in, and maybe God is dealing with them. During that time, I was also going to therapy, and my therapist told me every time we ended our session, take care of yourself, because I was trying to take care of everybody else. And sometimes being a selfless person can be like a blessing and a curse. Your heart wants to help. So this message is not for selfish people. There's a lot of selfish people in the world that don't care about anybody but themselves. In fact, some of those people seem like they live their best life, not because they deserve to, but because they're not weighed down by the pressures of other people and bearing everybody else's burdens. The Bible does mention how we should bear one another's burdens, but when it starts to become too heavy, then that means that we're taking on more than we should. And that's when you have to put it on to the burden bearer. You have to give people to Christ. He is the burden bearer. We can't bear everyone's burdens because we have to bear our own. We are only graced to do what we're graced to do. That's why you need discernment about who to help. You cannot be everything to everybody. Otherwise, you will spread yourself too thin and you will burn yourself out. The word of God says he come to give us life and life more abundantly. We have to choose life. I choose to live. In the Bible, there was a man that wanted to follow Christ, but he also wanted to bury his dead loved one. But Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. And that seemed very harsh. But he was so all about his father's business that he didn't even let the dead get in the way of that. Because once someone leaves, you have to live. Life still goes on, and you have to choose to live. It's a choice. Some people choose not to live, but you have to choose to live. And in order to have health and wellness, that means protecting your peace. Because if it costs you your peace, then the price is too high.